want to go fast, then go alone. If you want to go far, you better bring somebody else along. 'Cause in the moment of darkness, in the moment of truth, you think you're lucky stars that there's someone there with you. There's a beauty in numbers it's impossible to deny. It takes two hands to applaud and a pair of wings to reach the sky. Where there was one, there will be many. Where there was nothing, there will be plenty. When me turns the weed like the roots from the tree and pushes everything up from underneath, well, together we rise, together we thrive. We believe in circles, 'cause circles take no sides. Together we win when everyone is in, when every little hand and every little heart touches every little piece and every little part now. If you want to start a revolution, reach out your hand and lift up a brother or sister and feel the power at your command. If you hold a vision, show everyone what you see and watch the tribe come alive to turn your dream to reality. Where there was one, there will be many. Where there was nothing, there will be plenty. When me turns the weed like the roots from the tree and pushes everything up from underneath, well, together we rise, together we thrive. We believe in circles, 'cause circles take no sides. Together we win when everyone is in, when every little hand and every little heart touches every little piece and every little part. What's inside of you is inside of me, and it's amplified when turned into we. You'll never hear one hand clapping, fly with one wing flap. Many hands, many hearts make things happen. The reason they call it unity, 'cause it all begins with you and me. If you want to go fast, then go alone. If you want to go far, you better bring somebody else along. Together we rise, together we thrive. We believe in circles, 'cause circles take no sides. Together we win when everyone is in, when every little hand and every little heart touches every little piece and every little part now. Together we rise, together we thrive. We believe in circles, 'cause circles take no sides. Together we rise, together we thrive. We believe in circles, 'cause circles take no sides.
Beautiful. Not beautiful. Thank you and welcome everybody to our season of harvest, and a special welcome to those of you viewing us on Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'm Leah Simone Reed, and I'm thrilled to be here with all of you. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We're located in the Live Oak area of Santa Cruz, California. And here at CSL, we like to recognize that we are not the first people in this place, and we honor the ancestral land of the Ama Mutsun tribal band. Please join me as we speak together our mission, purpose, and vision. Let's say this together mindfully. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone and all life on earth. We are a community dedicated to possibility. Yes. So for those of you who might not know, our talk after the talk, which is what we do after service, is moved to Wednesday evenings. That way everyone here can also participate with Reverend Elijah as we dig a little deeper in today's talk. So join us there, check the e-news for the Zoom information. So what we have we have a lot going on here at the center all the time. We have meditation service at 10 o'clock in the back garden. The second and fourth Wednesdays, we have spiritual living circles with Sky Leona. The second Sunday, which is next Sunday, is our garden party after service. Bring a little snack, have a picnic, weather permitting, and we have a wonderful time after service. And the third Sundays, mark your calendar because this is also very special, is we have dances for the Universal Peace out in the garden after service. So those are all fun things. Of course, we have our season of harvest. I think I gave most of you a sheet on your way in. This is all the great things that are happening, particularly for the next 7-8 weeks. So make sure you take that home and put it on your refrigerator so you don't miss any of the fun things. And we are having a wonderful morning planned for you this morning. We have Sky Leona, who's going to do our prayer. Our chanting and talk is Reverend Elijah, and music by Firefly Walter. And I have to tell you, if you missed it last night, you're in for a very magical experience. So stay tuned. It's going to be great.
Thank you. Thanks, Leah. All right, let's take an opportunity to settle, allowing yourself to feel the comfort of your chairs. And I'm going to do an evocation. So I'm feeling that there is something that is being all things and is I can't even say the word molecularly, connecting us in it, with it, and we are participating as it. Today was a new day. I awoke this morning anticipating that the sun is up, that there's more than enough oxygen to breathe. Good, I'm good to go. This is my trust, my faith. And as I walked up to the top of a hill the other day and I began looking around in that 360-degree view, I saw the manifestation of the abundance that God is, that creative spirit that is always in the activity of becoming. I took my place. And I claimed, I said, I choose. And today, I am choosing to be the unapologetically spirit of joy, brightly shining for the foreseeable future. I choose compassion so that every opportunity I have, I feel that full sense of loving and being loved and the beloved right here. I choose peace. That moment in any situation where the clarity of thought resolves into a solution for all dysfunction. How great is that, that I am always a point of cause, as each one of us here. And in each one of us here, I claim these truths. I claim them and name them as good and very good as we create this sacred space here today. It's a new day. So in gratitude, I naturally and easily embrace the beauty that is waiting for our recognition. I claim the unconditional joy and love that is waiting for our recognition. It's up to us. It is now. This is the day of the rest of your life now. Be blessed by it. And so it is.
Deep breath. If you want to keep your eyes closed, take another deep breath in and let go. Many of you know the words. If you don't, you will very soon. Take a deep breath. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who a breath.
I will stay with you for now, stepping along this stone path. Would you believe me if I said each pebble is a dream brought into reality? Each pebble is a dream brought into reality. I will stay with you for hours, taking in the scent of the cherry blossom flowers. Would you believe me if I said that fragrance you enjoy because you took the time to plant the seed? That fragrance you enjoy because you took the time to plant the seed. Come with me, yeah. Come with me into the depths of your being. We will sing, we will sing the poetics of the unseen. I will stay with you for days, soaking up the sun's rays. Would you feel it wise to discover the sovereignty of compromise? To discover the sovereignty of compromise. I will swim with you for moons through an eternal monsoon. Would you please release your fears? For these waters are only your unshed tears. These waters are only your unshed tears. Come with me, yeah. Come with me into the depths of your being. We will sing, we will sing the poetics of the unseen. Come with me into the depths of your to reality. Will always love you. Will always love you. I will stay with you for now, dancing along this stone path. Would you tell the world each pebble is a dream brought into reality? Each pebble is a dream, poetics of the unseen.
Thanks, Firefly. Thank you. Many of us got to get about an hour of that last night, and it was absolutely wonderful for those of us who are here. Thank you, Firefly. Good morning, my friends. Let us begin with a few breaths, shall we? Take a deep breath in and let it go. Take another deep breath and let go. One more deep breath in and let go. I'm going to begin this morning by reading some words from Ernest Holmes. The words are on the screen, or you can just close your eyes and listen to these. This is sort of a long, convoluted statement, but we're going to spend the next 20 minutes exploring this. So we'll start here. Involution is invoking the law, setting the law in motion, giving a mental and spiritual treatment, planting the seed of thought in creative mind of the universe. Involution precedes evolution, and evolution follows involution with mathematical certainty. We deal with the creative principle of involution and evolution. Involution is the creative concept. Evolution is the time or process it takes for the concept to become manifest. Involution is a conscious act. Evolution is purely mechanical. Okay? Some of you are nodding. This is good. Okay, so we are diving into an 8-week experience that we're calling Season of Harvest. And I chose this quote this morning because I thought this lovely little talk title plop into my head that said, who planted what and when? We want to look at our lives and look at how did we get to where we are, and what's the process of manifestation? What is the process of evolution and creation that we are participating in? And we're in this experience that we're calling Season of Harvest, which is going to run for a number of weeks, which is really about taking the opportunity as a community to look at what's already here, to look at the fullness that has grown from the seeds that have been planted of the many years that this community has been here, and to harvest what's here, but also begin the process of planting seeds and setting new intentions so that we can grow into what's next. And this idea of involution and evolution that Ernest Holmes is talking about, he's telling us that there's two components to the way that the universe works. That one of the components is our part, is the part where we do the work, where we do the healing, where we set the intentions, where we do our practice, and we are doing our part. But the other piece of it is that there's some sort of powerful mechanical law in the universe that acts upon our thinking, that acts upon our thoughts. And so we can look at our lives, and many of us in this community, I know, have great stories about intentions that we've set, and then how they showed up later on, right? And that we really like to talk about the beautiful, positive, fun side of this whole thing, right? That if we set intentions, the law takes it and it just grows. It's like planting a seed in the soil, and all you have to do is just water it in consciousness, and eventually something will grow, right? And so we're living in the garden of our lives. And I think that especially in this particular moment in societal human history, it's really fascinating to look around at the garden and look at all that's manifesting around us, and the question keeps coming up to me, who planted what and when? Right? Because there's a whole lot of stuff in the garden now that's grown up, and it's like, what part of this is mine? Where did this come from? What is bubbling up everywhere? And our philosophy tells us, if you can see it, it's yours, right? So if you can see it in the world, some part of it has something to do with you, right? And we're in this remarkably interesting moment in history where all of the lines of seeds and intentions that have been set in motion by humanity over a generation, multiple generations, hundreds of years, thousands of years, that it's like, I keep having this vision that over all of human history, we keep setting these intentions. And it's like you set it here, and it just starts to roll, and it's growing, and then it kind of starts to speed up, and then it kind of right, and it goes up. Well, I think what we're experiencing right now is in the world of humanity casting their seeds and intentions for all of time, all of these different crescendos are coming together, right? And it's the 500 or 700 years of colonialism, right? It's the 10,000 years of agriculture. It's the Industrial Revolution. It's the technological revolution. It's the Civil Rights Movement. It's what our history was slavery. There's all of these pieces that are coming together, and they've all been these like slow motion intentions that have been moving and growing throughout time. And suddenly we're in this moment where it's all smashing into each other. And the great crescendo seems to be upon us, where everything is speeding up, for better or for worse. That everything is speeding up, everything is rising. And whether it's our conscious intentions or our unconscious, subconscious other stuff, it's all coming up through expansion, through magnification, and it's all happening more and more and more and more. And so, you know, I think I'm technically a millennial. I'm like right in the very beginning of the millennial generation. But my generation is born with a future in front of us that the last two generations have kind of been ignoring. You know, it was in the 60s or the 70s when the oil companies really understood carbon is going to have an effect on future generations. And a generation or two didn't really do much about it. And now my generation is born, and it's like, oh, snap. There is a lot in front of us. And it's like we're dealing with the manifestations of generations before us. All of us are. All of these conversations we've been having over the last year and more about privilege, about oppression, about the pandemic, about the environment, about all of these things that are rising up. And we can either say, I didn't plant those seeds, they're not mine. Oh well. Or we can realize that we're standing in the midst of the garden and there's a lot of work necessary. Right? And we have to start weeding. We have to start looking for what are the strongest stories, what are the most important pieces, what are the components that are necessary for us to move forward. And so now we're in this harvest time, right? And harvest is about everything has grown up, and now you need to start to gather all of the resources and all of the good that's available. So after service today, we're going to have a workshop at noon, which is for many. Some of you have participated in the synthesis classes already. Some of you have been hearing this word, synthesis, right? What is this? And the idea behind synthesis, and I hope you come to the workshop later, is about recognizing that the thing that we all have to cultivate in this moment in history is an ability to look at overlapping ideas, right? The law of synthesis comes from literary philosophy, and it's also a New Thought principle. And it says that any time two seemingly opposing or different ideas are brought together, a third higher idea can be created that doesn't compromise either of the original two. Right? And so synthesis is a series of classes, workshops, and experiences that I've created, which is about teaching us to think in overlapping circles. Right? Because if we think that racism and the environment are two separate things, we're never going to solve either problem. Right? If we think of all the things that are happening in the world as separate, we're never going to figure out how to put the puzzle together. And the thinking that's necessary, the evolutionary thinking that we want to be cultivating, is how to think into what's next. How to see that all of the solutions, all of the possibilities that could lead us to this world that works for all that we always talk about, what if all of the answers are already here? What if all of the seeds have been planted? What if all of the intentions have been set? And all of the answers, all of the technology, all of the things that we need to fix, to solve, to build are already here. But it's about recognizing that part of it's over here with this group of people, and part of it's over here with this group of people, and part of it's in this discipline, and part of it's in this political party, and part of it's in this idea, and it's like the pieces are scattered everywhere. But there's 10,000 years of intentions that have been set that are all growing up. There's all of these different areas that we've been growing and expanding in our intellect and our understanding and our knowledge about the universe and the world and how to use it. Now it's time to start looking at what do we do with what's here. We can ask the question, who planted what? We can clearly see what's emerging. We can look back and try to find the when, the origin point, when did this all start? But the web is so complex. We can't point to any one place and say, oh, the problem started here. These are multiple lines of possibilities and intentions that are weaving together, that are accelerating the possibilities. And what if the magic that's available to us right now is that all of our possibilities could converge? And that what's possible for you, and what's possible for you, and what's possible for you comes together and creates a greater possibility for all of us. And one of the things that I do in the synthesis work is ask everyone to choose a project, one thing that you want to work on. You look out into the garden of all that's grown up, and you see one thing, and you say, that's mine to do. What if each one of us could choose one thing that we felt was the most important thing for us or the world to work on right now? There's 40-something of us in this room. If every one of us chose one thing that we could dedicate our lives to, that would be 40 interconnected things that would start to change. And when you bring the multipliers together, it becomes so much more, right? And so as we move into this time of season of harvest, one of the things that we're going to be doing is inviting all of us to participate in all the different ways that we can build this template of possibility here on this acre of land in this building with these people. We want to start creating more opportunities to volunteer, to participate, to engage, to create, to co-create, because we have this beautiful vision of a world that works for everyone. We are a powerful people who knows how to set intentions and do our work, and we love to come together in community and do it. But what if we took the time to really dedicate and say, you know what, we have a guiding vision. Let's each one of us pick our piece of the puzzle, and then let's start to work on it together. And then as we each have our own intention and we're working within a group, the way that a garden works, the way that a forest works, is that all the interconnected pieces support each other. It's the microbes and the bacteria and the mycelial network of the fungus and the roots of the plants and the fallen leaves, and every little component makes the whole thing thrive. And no piece of the forest can survive without the rest. And so I want to invite us to begin to think of ourselves in this community as a thriving ecosystem. And what does it look like to realize that there is resources and potential and ideas and possibilities hidden in each person here? And every time we connect, every time we engage in a group together, every time we go into a deeper dialogue, every time we practice meditation, every time we help someone in this community who needs the support, we see our interwoven roots. We see our interconnectedness. And so I want to invite all of us to really start to think more and more and more about what is my piece of the puzzle. For this community here, what is the piece that you bring? And then out into the world, what is the piece that you see is yours to hold on to, yours to bring into this space, or yours to work on out there? Because we can sit on our meditation cushions, we can come here and chant, and we will all feel very good. But what do we do with that? Right? Spirituality without action is pointless. You know, I think it was Jesus or someone like that who said something to the effect of, faith without works is dead. You know, it's like if you have the practice and the belief and the philosophy, but you don't do anything with it and it's just self-serving, it's like, why are you here? What if we're here to bring about something more? And we talk in this space, I repeat over and over and over again this reminder that anytime a group of people focuses on the same thing at the same time, something more becomes available. Anytime two or more are gathered, there the I am is made available. We come into this space to be in that collective focus, to be expanded, to be lifted up, to be inspired, to be filled up, so that we can then be fueled to go out into the world and be the change that we want to see, to be the shift that we know is possible. But we have to bring it. And these spaces make it a little bit easier to practice, to make it a little bit easier to see how to build community, how to support each other. And even here, it's not perfectly easy. You know, it's like there are humans here that we have to interact with, and opinions and ideas and ways of doing and being. And yet, there's a safety in this thing we call spiritual community, which allows us to practice finding our authenticity, to practice our vulnerability, to practice sharing our passions with people who might be able to hear it and not go, yeah, but. Right? And so this is the place to cultivate something deeper as we awaken this idea of our interconnectedness. And this season of harvest is really about inviting each one of us to look at this community and ask two questions. What are the seeds that I want to plant for next year? What are the intentions, the seeds that I want to give to this place to support the growth of what's next? And also to look around at all that is already here, of the beauty and the potential and the gifts and the talent and the time that comes from the people who show up in this place, and realize how much bounty we have already together. And so in this season of fall, to really be in the cultivation of the recognition of how much there is here already, and how this community has continued to grow and shift and change and evolve for decades. There's so much here already. And it's time to gather up our resources and come together and begin to cultivate what it is that we want to see emerge, and to do it together and each bring our piece of the puzzle. And so I want to invite you on a 7-week journey that we're going to go through together. And Kaylee and Cheryl are going to share a little bit more about that with you shortly. And do check out the tables in the back as places that you can begin to engage and sign up and say, this is where I'd like to participate. And then if you feel so called today, do come back at noon, go get a snack and come back for the synthesis workshop, because we're going to get a little bit deeper into what is this idea of synthesis. We're going to do a little visioning process to invite each person to get in touch with what is my focus, what's my project, what's my passion. You know, for a number of months, we all said in our in the previous opening statement we used to have, we said each person choose a quality. What's the one quality you want to live into? And so we're going to talk about, in the workshop, about each person naming your project or your purpose. Because my vision is that someday we are a people in this community who you can walk in and ask anyone in this room, what's your one thing? What is the thing that you're passionate about? What is it that you're working on? What's the shift that you're making? What's the quality that you are seeking to live day in and day out? And that we started to share with each other, this is my one thing, and this is my one thing. And then we started to see that all these one things together add up to a whole lot. And see that there is actually a community here who's doing great work with each other in this place and in the world. We just need to know what each other's passions are, right? And then in the workshop, we're then going to take that project and bring a whole new lens to what your prosperity and resources look like. Because oftentimes in spirituality, especially in New Thought, you kind of get one of two parallels. Either one, we just say, God is money and it's amazing, hooray! Or we say, God is abundant and it's everything, but we don't talk about money. We get one of the two, right? And what we really want to look at today is, okay, if you have a passion and you have a purpose and you have a focus, there is an entire spectrum of resources that surrounds you. And it's many, many layered, and it's many, many things. And if we can shift our consciousness around prosperity individually, looking at the resources we have available to us to do the work that we feel called to do, we can then begin to recognize that as a community, we have so much more than we ever thought we did. But it takes a shift in perspective to be willing to look at overlapping circles and see that there's more here than meets the eye. And so if you will, take a deep breath. I'm going to invite my practitioners and ministers to stand, and if you will, surround the room. We can hold the space. And I invite everyone to take another deep breath in. And if it's comfortable, close your eyes. And as you breathe, I want you just to be with me in this awareness that we are each individually being breathed by something greater than ourselves. That indeed you are being breathed by God. You are being lived by the universe. That in fact there is only one of us here, and we all call it I. The I am that I am is the I am that I am becoming, is the I am that each one of us is becoming. And so let us realize that we are part of a universal process. We are part of the involution and evolution of life itself. That each one of us is the place where we make the attention, where we plant the seed, where we focus our minds. And then we give it to the universe, to life, to community, to nurture and support and grow that idea. And so what I want you to do is to take another deep breath and rub your hands together. Take a deep breath in. And then bring those hands apart. And maybe you just feel a little buzzing or tingling. And then place your hands out in front of you like you're reaching out to touch someone else's hands. And just take another deep breath. And in this moment, I want you to just feel that there is a deep intention, that there is a purpose, that there is a longing or a calling that is standing right in front of you, saying to you, come be me. Come be me. And imagine that standing right in front of you is the you who has said yes to your highest possibility and to your deepest work. And imagine for a moment that you can feel their hands touching against yours, their eyes looking at you, reminding you that there is so much more that you could be, that you could do. And so they whisper into your heart and mind, come be me. Come be the one who says yes. Come be the one who lives into this quality. Come be the one who takes the step and lives into their passion and be the change they wish to see in the world. And so place your hands on your heart and take another deep breath in, knowing that each one of us can enjoy the beautiful fragrance in the garden because we took the time to plant the seed. That every one of us is throwing our pebbles into the pond and sending out ripples of possibility. And so I just again speak a word of gratitude this morning, remembering that there is indeed a power for good in this universe that is so much greater than we are, and yet it is who we are. Let us live and love in service to this idea and allow the Spirit of the living God to be alive in us. Let us each be the place where God shows up. Let each of us be the place where evolution is happening. Let each one of us be the place where possibility reveals itself into the world. And may we grow into this idea that there is so much more here than we can see. But if we're willing to begin to look, everything necessary to the full and complete expression of the highest possibility is waiting right here, right now, to be chosen and participated in by each one of us. And so for all of this and so much more, I just say yes. And invite you to declare this with me by saying, and so it is. Firefly?
That was lovely. The song I'm going to share, I wrote about 10 years ago when I was learning about intention setting and taking foundations of the science of mind and other wonderful classes. And I've been through the synthesis courses that Eli has been talking about, and my project was another album that I recorded this last year. And just want to say that it works. It works for bringing intentions out into the world in a meaningful way. This is called One Human Tribe. Plowing the fields, whisper in my ear, storing up now for that fallow time of year. Save up now, dig it deep to see how safe hoarding would keep me. Oh, love, strengthening my bones, feel me cleansing out what I do not wish to know. Story time rips out the book spine, but it's time to write a new line. What's it gonna be this time? This much I know, this much I let go. We are one human tribe, living under the same sky, entering a new paradigm of loving what we're creating in this life. We'll sprinkle my layers with refugee thoughts, painting a picture now, see what I've got. Dry but short spell, things will clear up soon. Brace yourself for another cycle of the moon. Living life with two sets of eyes, make sure at least one stays open at all times. We're never given more than we can handle. Only the mind makes sense of big or little. Nothing gonna break my stride. Living in the light. Oh, we are one human tribe. Living under the same sky. Entering a new paradigm of loving what we've created in this life. When are we gonna cease these language games? Truth is spoken with so many names. I can see, I can feel the new ways taking hold, the crumbling of the old. I can see, I can feel the new ways taking hold, the crumbling of the old. Can you feel the new ways taking hold in this garden here, this wonderful spiritual community, Santa Cruz? We are one human tribe, living under the same sky. We have moved beyond a paradigm. We are co-creating life with the divine. We have moved beyond a paradigm. We are co-creating life with the divine.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kaylee Dugan, and Cheryl and I are here to talk to you about the season of harvest. Cheryl's going to go first.
Good morning, my dear friends. The season of harvest is about the circle of life. It's about circulation. And we begin by bringing in our good and preparing for the year ahead. And then we give thanks. We give praise and thanks. And then we break bread together. That's what happens in the season of harvest. And we've been doing this forever. And some of you say, we've been doing this every year here too. Right? Yeah, that's what we do. So we're not the only ones who understand circulation and the good that it brings. The Fed and state government also understand circulation. Did any of you get a stimulus check last week? I did. It was like, oh, hey, thanks, another $600. Well, you know, I don't really want more stuff. I have enough stuff. But I want my spiritual community to be financially secure. So I'm going to give this $600 to the center. Because it's about circulation, and that's healthy, and that is what grows more. And I invite you to also donate your stimulus check, part of your stimulus check. If you don't need it for yourself, pass it on. Make it grow. This is the season of harvest. Tell us more about it.
So the season of harvest has three components. And because this is the first time we're really talking about it, I'm going to tell you where it comes from. We took some old ideas and some old words and redefined them so nobody's confused. We used to call it pledging. Old-fashioned, if you ask me. We're now calling it investing. So if this center is something you want to invest in, is that if this center is giving you something that's important to you, and you want to pass it along so that other people can appreciate what you have gotten, now is the time to invest in the season of harvest. I'm going to be really honest with you. The COVID hurt the amount of money we're taking in. In order to just maintain where we are today, we need $10,000 a month, and we don't have it. I don't know about you, but I want to become much more than we currently are. So we're calling on ourselves, and this doesn't mean just the people in this room. It means the people online. If you've heard something today or you continue to hear things in the future, it's time to invest in this place. And I'm happy to do that myself. Now, another word we used to use around here, which is part of the season of harvest, is volunteering. That, to me, is another really old-fashioned word. We are now calling it engaging. And we're going to go about it in a different way. Rather than somebody standing up here and say, we need people to do X, Y, and Z, we're going to say to you, what are your skills and talents? What are you really good at? And then we'll match it with the needs of the community. So we're going about it in a completely different way. The third word we used to use a lot was membership. And we are now calling it, oh God, I have to remember what we're calling it. We're calling it enrolling. So in a couple weeks, we're going to have a class for people who might want to become members, and in the spring, we're going to welcome new folks. But I want to say just one more thing about investing. Now's the time, you guys. We have so many wonderful new ideas, so many wonderful things we can do, but we need the resources in order to do them. Who's going to bring the resources? We are. Those of us who are here, those of us who are online, and you know who else is going to bring it? Our friends that we ask to come next time. The friends that we give the place that they can come online and watch us. Those are all resources we need. Cheryl, do you want to say anything about the season of harvest?
I say the season of harvest starts now. So can the ushers come forward, and we will gather our good and begin the season of harvest. Thank you.
Yeah, so there's a couple other ways you can invest as the people are coming up here. You can go on Facebook and like and share the ideas that you heard today. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please consider, who else could you ask to come here? Who else could you say, please watch us online? I know when I think of who else could come, it's not a group of 8 or 10 people. It's a group of 50 or 60 people I know who need this in their life. Are we going to do anything else as the board members are getting the pledge? We're going to give it over to Leah.
Wow, this is good, as always. I want to make sure that we do our thank yous and our gratitude for the day to our musicians, Firefly Walter, yay. Yes, so lovely. And Firefly has a table over here to your left, I think, with CDs and a way to sign up to get her latest EP when it comes out. So she's there and ways to connect with her. Thank you to Anthony Steinberg and the wonderful opening song by Bob Sema. Thank you to our broadcast staff, who none of this would be possible without. Susan Pankratz and Mohini Peters. Thank you to our practitioners, Sky Leona, for leading us in prayer this morning, and to our wonderful speaker, Rev Elijah. Yes. Thank you to our viewers online, on Facebook, on Zoom, on YouTube. Welcome, and we hope that you keep coming back. And to everybody here, it's so wonderful to see your faces here live with us today. We want to make sure that you save the date, so we're going to wrap up our season of harvest with a party, of course. So we're going to have a party and a fundraiser, And it's on Friday evening, December 17th. And so mark your calendars, and we're going to have tickets for sale soon. There's going to be a dinner, a silent auction, music, and much, much more. With the creative minds that we're working with these days, you'll never know what might happen at this party. And make sure that you, if you can, stay, grab a snack, and come back at noon for our synthesis workshop. Find out what synthesis is about, find your project, and a whole new look at prosperity and your resources. Today at noon, we'll see you back here. Be sure and check your e-news because so many more details are there. I want to speak a little bit to the people that are watching online. Our season of harvest is also available in our e-news, all the information, ways to sign up for those different areas that Kaylee and Cheryl introduced to us. You can invest, enroll, and engage online as well. I will be in the back of the sanctuary today, helping you either fill out your card or get your investment started. Also, there's clipboards for signing up for the membership class, as well as where you think you might like to tap in to engage with our community. So see us in back, take your calendar of events, put it on your fridge, and I'm going to welcome back up Firefly.
All right, we have one final treat for you.
So this one is a sing-along. So before we sing it, I'm going to teach it to you. Repeat after me. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. And all of the wonderful expressions of gender that there is out there. Okay, so here's how it goes. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. Great. So the chorus is going to repeat. You'll pick up where to come in. Please join us. Here's a little history of a bigger mystery. I have written this story into my song. If it's not
What you're used to, I hope it will amuse you. Maybe if you choose to, then you'll sing along.
I am as old as the universe.
I've been here before and I'll be here again.
I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. Once upon a sometime and once upon a somewhere, once upon a somehow there was a big bang. Energy revolving and energy resolving, energy evolving, and that's what I am. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. That'll sound great. Just a little notion, one pattern in a potion, one ripple in the ocean, no purpose or plan. Suddenly I found me inside a little boundary with water all around me, then my life began. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe. A part of all women and a part of all men. feels a little cramped in here. Need a bigger atmosphere. Push the cover back and we're ready to go. Up into the sunlight or out into the moonlight. Give appetite a green light and watch the world grow. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. I am but a flower that blossoms in the hour, but in me is a power that goes on and on. Power in the root of me, power in the shoot of me, power in the fruit that shall pass my seed on. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. I'm not a somebody, I am not a nobody. I'm a soul in one body, filling this space. All I ever would be and all I ever should be, all I ever will be is here in this space. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, part of all women and a part of all men. I am as old as the universe. I've been here before and I'll be here again. I am a child of the universe, a part of all women and a part of all men. Thank you.
Happy Sunday, everybody.